Dunmer are as dry.
Stranger, you've picked a bad time to visit Seni. The volcano's burning up the town. You'd think these thick-headed louts would accept some help.
Soothe the injured, but Spellwright Gervis won't work with him or any Argonian. Because he's the most stubborn creature you'll ever meet. He needs to see these Argonians are on him and take the chitin to the Argonian. He's somewhere in town. Once you've got the chitin, look for Softscale in the temple.
Here, Kwama. Nice Kwama. Please don't eat me. Your pardon. Have you seen any Kwama around? Maybe west of the town? If you do, I don't suppose you could lead them to my mine, could you? Yes, when the volcano erupted, my workers got frightened and fled. Now they're attacking anyone who wanders too close. They're usually timid, so a good beating should calm them down. Me? Look at me. I'm hurt. Just beat them a little, then blow this whistle. They're trained to return to the mine. Remember, subdue, then use the whistle. If you don't, they'll just start fighting again. I'll be at my mine west of town. I've got to salvage what I can. It's where you get Kwama eggs. You can also get Kwama cuttle, the waxy substance that grows on their beaks. Well, it's a hole in the ground where Kwama live. That's a mine. You didn't think we dug it up like those Nords dig iron, did you? I don't know. Potions, I think, or something to fight poison or cleanse water. I never asked. I just harvested.
You are not of Seni. You are not of Seni. Your scales bursting. I offer my gratitude. Please wait. I'll make a poultice to soothe the burns of the injured. I'll need you to use it on them. The Dunmer don't trust Argonians, especially me and my egg sister walks in ash. They fear we'll harm them. You are a stranger, so they may let you heal their wounds. There is more. When you are done, go to Spellwright Gervis. Let him know we made this salve to help. Perhaps he will see we are not his enemy.
Help me. Such a crime. I suppose you can do any better.
Use this medicine on the injured.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You have my thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Accept my gratitude.
I'm really scared.
I am obliged to you. Thank you.
You have my thanks. Aren't you afraid?
Why are you here, stranger? That scaleback? I kept my tongue when times were good, but now when the town is weakened, he's suddenly helpful? This is just a trick. Because his people have taken my daughter, Movani. She was doing chores for me and now she's disappeared. One of the farmsteaders saw that Argonian walks in ash watching her. Who else could it be? Nonsense. We've lived in the shadow of Ash Mountain all our lives. We know its dangers. It was those Argonian savages. Find Walks in Ash, then ask that scaleback where my daughter is. Return Movani to me. Then maybe I'll see what Softscale wants. Look for Walks in Ash in the ruins. The three only know what she's doing. We are in words and treaties. The Moot might meet in peace, but we remember what the Argonians were like when we dragged them out of the muck. We know what they really are. That's the calm man's choice, stranger. Without my daughter at my side, I don't give a damn whether some scalebacks are bleeding out in the ash.
This is not a good day for Seni, traveler. Yes, I am. Look at this. This is no natural run of lava. These are footprints. A spirit of wrath came through here. Stubborn Givus will not hear my warning. He thinks the eruption caused this. As you can see, his daughter is not here. I did see Morvani earlier. The flow of her life takes her to the base of Ash Mountain regularly. I don't know for certain, just that I saw her walking west out of town. Find her, then perhaps Gervis will listen to me. If you succeed, use this. A signal. It's colorful but harmless. If you find Lady Morvani, use it, and I will come to you. Truth falls like a cool rain, carving many channels in the mud. My truth is different from the Dunmers, yet both are still true. I have no love for them. Do you hate fire for burning down your hut? The fire acts as it must. They saw our huts, and their nature required them to act. I trust a dark elf to act as a dark elf must.
Look at all my beautiful Quama. Their beady little eyes, the gentle pulsing of their abdomens. I can't thank you enough. I'm going to have to get the mine back open, of course. Quama are very good diggers, you know. Particularly the workers. So much work to do. I can't let this...
Someone came. Did Father send you? I fell and twisted something. Damn, my ankle. Are you mocking me? Yes, of course I am. I'm trapped by lava flows and flaming shorks, and I can't walk. If I ever get home, I'm gonna drink a whole jar of Sujama. This was a shrine to the three. I come out here to pray for Mother. She was taken from us a few years ago. She was the sweetest woman I've ever known. Some days I swear I can still hear her voice. Anyway, I was out here when the eruption began. Of course he is, the overprotective Gua. Since we lost Mother, he's tried to run my life for me. I think I'll need 2 bottles of Sujama when I get home. Forget what Father says.
You found Gervis's hatch.
Of course, you bloody-handed. Oh, Morvani, are you Lord, Mother, and Wizard? Are you all right?
I'm going to be fine, Father. Thanks to this traveler. Can we get me off of this rock now?
Hold on, Morvani. I've got you. Traveler, you found my daughter. In the midst of all this, you found my Morvani. The Argonian helped you find her. Pah! Self-interest and cunning, I'm sure. I'm grateful just the same. Morvani means the world to me, ever since her mother was taken from us. They have beastly, baser urges. It makes them hard to trust. When the swamp calls to them, they rise up against their neighbors and strike them down. Even the kindest, the most gentle, are not spared from their wrath. It was before the signing of the pact. The Argonians of Seni still served my neighbors as slaves. Several of them made a break for freedom, and my Renisi, She was just out for a stroll. But today Morvani lives, thanks to you. Yes, well, I thank you for all you've done here today, traveler. My daughter is safe, and I must reluctantly admit that the Argonian may have played a part. May Lord, Mother, and Wizard all guard you on your journey.
Can you feel it on your snout?
Chaos, by the void, and by the darkness, may the doors of oblivion be wide!
Thank you.
hear familiar footfalls. Come closer, Vestige. Welcome to the harbourage, Vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself could hope for. Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right smell about it. Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, we must speak of the past. Of a sort. I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might understand the events that brought us to this time, this moment. Enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events. Follow me, Vestige, and learn of the events that precipitated our current crisis. My part in the story began when I awoke on the steps of the Abbey of the Moth Priests, with no memory of my prior life. The Moth Priests took pity upon me and brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death. It was there I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study. The scrolls allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of reality, but each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world. The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them. I only know that you are important, Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the Five Companions. The Five Companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the dragon god, to accept their leader as one of the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn can ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City. Baron Aquilarius, the son of a Colobian duke, who led a rebellion against the Emperor Leovic and took the crown himself. Alas, Varen was not truly a Dragonborn, as those who sit upon the ruby throne must be, in accordance with tradition. You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind fool. It is time you met the Five Companions yourself and witnessed their fate. The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abnathan, a powerful sorcerer and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Baron Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Manamako, the traitor, the King of Worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner. These were the Five Companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings. Manamako convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Varen as one of the Dragonborn. By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Varen conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, But unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender. Each of the 5 companions were chosen for their skill and courage, and each was given a special role to perform in the party. Who would you like to know more about? You've already met Lyris. She's a Nord warrior from the frozen lands of Skyrim to the north, and it is said that her family lineage contains the blood of giants. Varen chose her for her strength and her loyalty to be his personal bodyguard. Sai Sahan came from a long line of Redguard swordmaster nobles. He was the leader of the Dragon Guard, the security detail of Varen and the Elder Council. While Lyris was Varen's bodyguard, Sai was charged with protecting the entire group. The Therns are one of the most influential families in Cyrodiil. Abner, their patriarch, is the leader of the Elder Council, a powerful battle mage and a shrewd politician. With his council, Varen was able to seize the Imperial throne years before. Manamako the traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known. His worm cult infiltrates and corrupts every corner of Tamriel. It was he who convinced Varen to perform the ritual you are about to witness. Disaster, war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance brought about the greatest threat our world has ever known.
There it is. The Dragonfire Brazier. Manimako, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Manimako, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Varen Aquilarius, you are no heir to Alessia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Manimako, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between Oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Molag Bal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh, forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
The ritual tore the veil between Nairn and Oblivion, allowing Manamako to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the dark anchors and initiate the plane melt. Akatosh gave Alessia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nairn. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Alessia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra. Manamako tricked Varen into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nairn was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. It gave Molag Bal the opportunity to disconnect the souls of Nairn from their hosts. Varen was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Lyris was captured by Manamako and delivered to Cold Harbor, the realm of Molag Bal. Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clivio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Manamako and his worm cult. When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Manamarco got word of my interests and abducted me. He took me to Cold Harbor, where I remained a prisoner until you freed me. The truth is always a threat to evil men. Manamarco feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nan's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Molog Bal does not favor loose ends. Walk with me. Long ago was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of oblivion. But the soul burst tore the veil between worlds and gave Molog Bal the opportunity he desired. Molog Bal's dark anchors pierce the torn veil and seek to draw Nan into the depths of Cold Harbor. These terrible engines of destruction have been appearing all throughout Tamriel. If the Lord of Brutality and Domination is successful, he will merge our world and his own in a terrible plane meld. Few will survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all eternity. And so it falls to us, Vestige. We must stop Molog Bal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up with us. Shall we return to the harborage? As you say. And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story now. And there is so much to do. But know this, you will not walk this path alone. We must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met. Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Cold Harbor. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. That will take time. Manamarco's agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents, wherever they can be found, and expose their lies. Forgive me. Bringing you into my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest. I will contact you when the time is right. Until then, walk in the light, Vestige.
We sometimes admire our prey, and secretly applaud when it cheats our snares. You've done nothing, mortal.
Seat me by the cliffs outside Devin's Watch. Hurry.
What can I get you?
It is good to see you again, and I do see you in my own way. You're a wound in time, a tear in reality that shouldn't exist and cannot long endure. Fate speaks in riddles. Your fate was written in the scrolls long ago. It is entwined with the fate of the 5 companions. I have finally located Lyris Titanborn in Cold Harbor. She works a terrible forge under the lash of the great deceiver, Molog Baal. Her soul is in great danger. You must go to her. I can manifest a gate to that dark realm, but you must go quickly. Tread carefully in Molog Baal's realm. You are important. The scrolls have so named you. After Lyris took my place in the Wailing Prison so that we might escape, the Daedra moved her to the Foundry of Woe. It is a place of torment and despair. She toils endlessly making weapons for the enemy. The god of schemes invaded my mind many times during my imprisonment. It was a tortuous experience, but by forcing his way into my mind, he inadvertently opened his own thoughts to me, and thus created a chink in his own armor. We are connected, he and I. With concentration, I can see through his eyes. He feels my presence, and it fills him with rage. When you enter the foundry to recover Lyris, I can keep his attention focused on me. He will be blind to you for a time. It will be a far greater danger for you to enter Cold Harbor without this distraction. It is Moloch Baal's realm, and his power there is great. I will endeavor to distract him in this manner whenever...
You're alive. Are you really here, or is this another trick? Then he's still alive. Thank the gods. But you can't stay. You have to leave before they find you here. You don't understand. They've done something to me. I can't leave. It's hard to describe. My memories, my feelings, they've been fragmented. Ripped apart, and all the fragmented pieces have been locked away in different parts of the foundry. I've tried. The Daedra took everything. My willpower, my courage, my sense of self. I'm an empty shell. And the fragments are reflections of my worst fears and most painful memories. I can't. I don't think I can face them. I'll do my best. Lead on. These lost souls are barely aware of their humanity. The guards don't even beat them anymore. Looks like my childhood home in Skyrim. My parents' graves. My mother died in childbirth. My father was distant. Cold. I think he blamed me for my mother's death. I ran off to become a mercenary when I was 16. I never saw my father again. He was murdered by an old enemy. Father? Papa? Is that you? Why is this happening?
Bastard! Die like the monster you are! mind and soul are already ours. Abandon your pathetic rescue.
Who are you? Why does Lyris walk with you? In life, I was Gyalda, father to Lyris. My spirit was torn from its rest and brought to this foul place. The Daedra forced me to experience my own murder again and again. I thought my torment would never end. I don't understand. Lyris was always a free spirit. Why would my presence bind her here? Lyris, is this true, child?
You were always so cold. So distant. My mother died giving me life. It was my fault. I should never have been born.
Lyris, look at me. The blood of giants flows through my veins. Your mother was a Nord. I gave her my seed without thought for her safety. That's why she died. Not because of you, child. Because of me.
I thought you blamed me. You couldn't even look at me, Papa.
Do you not see? When I looked at you, I saw her face. I loved her, child, just as I love you, more than life itself. We cannot change the past, nor should we cling to it. You must not let these feelings haunt you. Let them go. Let me go.
I love you too, Papa. Rest now. Be at peace. He's gone. Come on, let's get out of here. This place is a labyrinth of hopelessness built to compound the misery of those who labor here.
Did you get all the pieces?
Yeah, I stashed them in the footlockers all around camp. I bet the commander makes her run 50 laps this time.
All right, let's get back to it. Act natural.
Did you find something? I can't believe it. This armor is who I am. It's what I am. A warrior without her armor is like a bear without claws. Excellent. I'm ready.
He's all alone.
Watch your step. All the mining has made these tunnels unstable.
Move now!
Abner Thorn, you traitorous bastard. I should have expected to find you here.
Don't be a fool, Titanborn. I'm trying to help you. Your hatred poisons you. Warriors are like steel. When you lose your temper, you lose your worth.
Help me.
You betrayed us all, then went back to licking Manny Marco's boot before the smoke cleared.
I did what I had to do. And as a show of my good intentions, I have a gift for you. But be warned, Cold Harbor will not give it up easily.
Is that... Sure, Bones, it is. Vestige, that's my battle axe. It's good to have you back. Are you thirsty for Daedric blood, old friend? My axe. Ah, it feels good to have it back. It's part of me. Losing it was like losing an arm. I don't know. I don't trust him and I never will. But it's odd. The blind hatred I felt when I saw him... I could have strangled him with my bare hands. But now... I think he was right. That hatred was poisoning me. Better. Stronger. Almost whole again. Isn't that strange? I feel powerful enough to take on Umaril the Unfeathered himself. I feel... like a warrior again. We're not done yet. We need to keep moving forward. The passage is blocked by a rock slide. But now that Stand back. No damn pile of pebbles is gonna stop me now. So many Daedric beasties, so little time. We need to keep moving. Did you hear that? It sounded like... No. It couldn't be. Sai. What's happened to you? What have they done?
Lyris. Lyris. I can see you. Are you really there?
Sai, it's me. We're seeing some kind of vision of you. Do you know where you are?
I don't know. They're torturing me. They want the Amulet of Kings. Want me to tell them where it's hidden. But I haven't broken. Not yet.
Sai, you need to hold on. We're going to find you. I'll make sure of it. We'll find you. Somehow we'll get you out of there. Sai? Sai! No! Bring him back, you bastards! That was no trick. That was Sai Sahan. Sai's a friend. Maybe my best friend. We need to find him and get him out of there. We need to tell the Prophet about this. He'll know what to do. But first, we need to find a way out of here. I don't care what else they throw at us. Nothing's going to keep me from helping Sai. Source of all my fears, I can hear it whispering to me, taunting me. Did it! The voices, the whispering, it's gone. This whole time it was like watching myself from a distance. I felt disconnected. But now, this is the best I've felt in years. Like I've been reborn. And I owe it all to you. Thank you. Let's get out of here. Into Mr. Sai. And we've got a world to save.
Lyris, child. Are you all right?
Yes, Prophet, I'm fine. The vestige freed my mind from the Daedra's control.
Thank the Divines. Your loss would have thrown all into chaos.
They won't take me again. Not alive, at least. Prophet, Manimarco captured Sai Sahan. He's torturing him to find out where the Amulet of Kings is hidden. We have to rescue him.
You brought Lyris back, and largely intact from the look of her. And she will need time to recover. One does not leave such a place unscarred. What did he say? Did Sai tell you where he is being held? Then we must locate him before Manimarco forces him to reveal the amulet's hiding place. Did he? I thought he had firmly aligned himself with Manimarco and his worm cult. Curiouser and curiouser. As you saw in my visions, the amulet's misuse ripped a hole in the barrier that protects Tamriel from the forces of oblivion. That damage must be undone, and the amulet is the key. But to find the amulet, we must first locate Sai Sahan. For now you must leave me to my meditation. I must set my mind to the task of locating Sai Sahan. Until then, embrace the unknowable. The drops of water cannot know themselves to be a river, yet the river flows on. Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme. Who can know the logic of a Daedric prince? I will call upon you again when the time is right. Farewell, Vestige.